So today I'm going to take you through an upper body push-pull session, just to show you that fitness doesn't have to take hours and that you can get a solid workout in around 20 minutes. So today's going to consist of 3 supersets, so that's 2 movements back to back. And the first one is going to consist of dumbbell bench press and a 3-point row. And we're going to be doing 10 reps on each to keep things simple. Okay. So I'm sure a lot of you have done a dumbbell bench press before, but if you haven't, simple case of we're having our elbows coming down at a 45-degree angle and then press up, okay? So we don't want our elbows coming down like that because it puts some undue stress on our shoulders. So that's 2. And when we do this, we don't want to be really quick on the way down. We want to have a nice element of control to it. So that's 7. And that's 10 reps, I think. So now we're going to have 30 seconds rest between exercise, where I'm going to probably give you loads of one-arm-liners just to keep you entertained. You don't have to have 30 seconds, but again, if you're doing weights which are heavy enough, you're probably going to need a little bit of rest in between. So yeah, and if any of my counting of my reps is off, just let me know. So that's 30 seconds now. So the next exercise we're going to do is a 3-point row. So we're going to hinge over in this motion, having your hand on the bench, a box, or whatever you have available, and having a nice flat back, okay? And then we're going to pull, and then slowly lower down. Okay, so that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6, that's 7, that's 8, that's 9, 10. And come up, and we're going to immediately go on the other arm as well. So remember, we're going to hinge over on your nice flat back and pull. 2. And remember, we're going to have nice control on the way down. We're not going to go at a really quick speed. 7, 8. Cool, there we go. So that's that one. So in total, we're going to do each of these for 3 sets, with 30 seconds rest in between. So yeah, again, this is just to show you that fitness doesn't have to take a long time, and that actually a 20-minute workout can be just as effective as something which takes an hour and a half. Cool. On with the second set. That's 8. 9. Cool. And that's the second set of the dumbbell bench press done. And now we wait. So the thing about, when we're doing resistance training with this amount of resting, it can actually become a little bit aerobic as well. So you get the benefits of resistance training, but also the ability to kind of build your aerobic system. And that's why, my personal opinion is that resistance training is beneficial to most people. Cool, on with the second set of 3-point rows. So here we go. So nice flat back again, pulling and down. There's 10, and then we swap over to the other arm, and exactly the same. Okay? And now we've got one more set of both of those movements. Let me just set up. Ah. So again, for those of you that haven't been in the gym for perhaps a while now, again, if you haven't been lifting some weight recently, it's really important not to do movements at a really fast speed. So when I talk about tempo, if you're just starting, if you're new to training, or you haven't been training in a while, with your resistance training, always try to have a nice controlled tempo down. Because if you do things too quickly, for example like that, it's potentially just going to cause you some damage. Cool. On with my final step. And 10. There we go, and a little bit of rest again. And you can see it can slightly, if you do this workout, you'll see that it slightly elevates your heart rate as well. Cool. Next again, final sets of the 3-point row movement, which is really going to help build strength from your back. So here we go. Come on. And let's do the other one now. 1, 2. So that's that done. So we've done the kind of the big muscles there. We've done of the upper body, we've done the chest, and also the upper back. So for anybody who's wanting to put on muscle or lose weight, working these big muscles is going to be beneficial because it takes a lot more energy to use your chest and your back than it does perhaps your biceps. So that's the first superset done, dumbbell bench press and the 3-point row. So the next movements we're going to do 8 reps of each, and it's going to be dual dumbbell press and bent over reverse flies. So we're going to do shoulders and then back, okay? And so, with the single dumbbell, we're going to have the dumbbells beside us, we're going to stand up nice and tall, so we're not going to be slouched, and we're going to press overhead, and then we're going to control on the way down. So that's 1, that's 2, that's from now and again, we're going to be doing 3 sets of each. So the next movement is some dumbbell reverse flies. So we're going to stand in this position, we're going to hinge over with a nice flat back. So we don't want to have a rounded back, with a nice flat back, okay? We get to around about 45 degrees, and then we're just going to bring our arms like that. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. I'll show you from the other side as well. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So now we're going to give ourselves a little bit of rest again. So you can see, it doesn't have to take a huge amount of time. At the end of this, I'm going to get a fairly good workout by the end of it. So, on to the next set. Cool. So another set of shoulder presses, we're going to go for 8 reps again. We're going to go overhead and slowly control it down. That's 2. And last rep, 8. There we go. Dumbbells down. And moving back on to the 3-point rows, I'm just going to give myself a second. And that's 10 minutes done. So you can see I've got through half of my workout in 10 minutes, which bodes well to getting it done in 20 minutes. Okay, here we go. So again, we're going to hinge over, nice flat back, okay? And then we're going to be squeezing those shoulder blades together at the top. That's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And another little bit also. So I hope again, if you haven't been in the gym in a while, I hope you're a little bit excited to get back to it. Yeah, I know I am. So, again, for our final set of shoulder presses, here we go. So it's important with the shoulder press to get to right at the top of the range of motion. So don't just leave your reps half reps like this. Let's just try and get full range of motion so we're pressing overhead. 6, 7, 8. There we go. And done like that. So now, so I've got my last set of the bent over reverse flies now, before moving on to the next superset. And the reason why we do supersets sometimes is to allow us to get more work in a period of time. Because for me to just do shoulders after shoulders, it takes a little bit more recovery, but doing different movements allows me a little bit of more rest time before I use the shoulders again. So here we go. Last set of reverse flies. There we go. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And a nice bit of control on the way down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And down. So that's the second superset done. Okay. And now for the, oh, you can't see my face. And for the final superset, we're going to do some dumbbell curls and also some dumbbell skull crushes. So we're going to be doing 10 reps of each. So here we go. So just pick up my dumbbells, come around here so you can see me, and we're going to do some bicep curls, which I'm sure you've all done. We're just going to curl up, keeping those elbows in place, and come down to full extension. So don't leave your elbows like that at the bottom and just come up. We want to come down all the way to the bottom. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And have a nice slow on the way down. Okay. So we use the same weight here for the skull crushers. We're going to be sitting on the bench, and coming back. And we'll have the dumbbells with your thumbs facing behind you. And we're going to basically keeping that elbow in place, and we're going to lower it down and then press up. So come down, so you can see how my elbows are staying relatively in the same place. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's done. Cool. So again, roughly 30 seconds rest in between each movement. Again, if you feel like you're ready to go straight away, feel free. Or again, over time, it might be worth upping that weight to provide yourself with a little bit more of a challenge, as long as your form is good. So here we go. We're going to stand up again. I'm going to do those bicep curls again. So come to the top, squeeze and lower down, nice and controlled. That's 2. That's 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. There we go. And I'm going to go straight into these dumbbell skull crushes as well. So here we go. Lay back, dumbbells above your head. So nice control on the way down, just so you don't crush your head. Guess that's why they're called skull crushers. 7, 8, 9, and last rep, and 10. Good. So now we've got one more set of both of those movements, and then that's our short, sharp, effective workout done. So let's get to it. Here we go. So last 10 reps of these. Just make sure you can see me. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, getting great at counting, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Cool. There we go, give yourself a little bit of rest. And there we go for the last set of the workout. And it's been, I think, about 16 minutes so far, so well within time. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. And there we're done. So, as you can see, we managed to get in a upper body push-pull session there with 3 supersets. So we started off with dumbbell bench press and 3-point row, where we did 10 reps each. We then did dual dumbbell press and a bent over reverse fly, where we did 8 reps each. And then the final superset was dumbbell curl and also dumbbell skull crushes. And all of those movements we did for 3 sets. So as you can see, we managed to hit the whole upper body in a short amount of time, showing that workouts don't have to be long to be effective. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you try it at home, awesome. And look forward to seeing you.